Hello, ladies, and welcome to our new Bible reading series. I'm Cindra Enlow from heavenlyplace.com, and this year, as we read through the Bible, we'll explore God's incredible story of love and redemption. If you're looking for a Bible reading plan that's simple and doable, this is it. So let's get started and discover the heart of God together, one chapter at a time. Hello, ladies, and welcome back to our one-year Bible reading plan. This is week 31, day 3. And our scheduled reading for today is Isaiah 48, 2 Kings 19, and Psalms chapters 46, 80, and 145. Now, some of these passages are going to sound familiar because we've seen parts of these stories already in 2 Chronicles and Isaiah. And we're kind of circling back and seeing more detail about how King Hezekiah responded when Jerusalem was threatened by the Assyrian army. In 2 Kings, we see that the enemy's threats were loud and intimidating, but Hezekiah didn't fall apart. He took the letter from the enemy, laid it before the Lord in the temple, and prayed, and the Lord responded. God sent word through Isaiah that he would defend the city himself, and he did in a miraculous way. That very night, the angel of the Lord struck down 185,000 Assyrian soldiers, just showing that our God is faithful and powerful, and they're a very present help in the time of trouble. In Isaiah 48, we continue with God reminding Israel of his faithfulness. He's the Lord, their God, who teaches them to profit, who leads them in the way they should go. Even when his people were stubborn, he never stopped calling them back to him. And the Psalms for today reflect that same heart. In Psalm 46, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 80 is a prayer for restoration as the psalmist asks God to shine his face on his people again. And then Psalm 145, it lifts up praise for God's greatness and his compassion and his faithfulness to all generation. And here's where we see the heart of God in this reading. We see that he hears us when we pray, and he fights our battles. He forgives, he restores, and he remains faithful. Even when we are slow to learn, even when we're struggling, he's a refuge in trouble, and he's worthy of our praise at all times. Okay, ladies, let's get started on our reading today. Isaiah 48, 2 Kings 19, and Psalms chapters 46, 80, and 145. Isaiah 48. Hear this, house of Jacob, you who are called by the name of Israel, and have come out of the waters of Judah. You swear by Yahweh's name and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth nor in righteousness. For they call themselves citizens of the holy city, and rely on the God of Israel. Yahweh of armies is his name. I have declared the former things from of old. Yes, they went out of my mouth, and I revealed them. I did them suddenly, and they happened. Because I knew that you are obstinate, and your neck is an iron sinew, and your brow bronze. Therefore I have declared it to you from of old. Before it came to pass I showed it to you, lest you should say, my idol has done them. My engraved image and my molten image has commanded them. You have heard it. Now see all this. And you, won't you declare it? I have shown you new things from this time, even hidden things, which you have not known. They are created now and not from of old. Before today you didn't hear them, lest you should say, behold, I knew them. Yes, you didn't hear. Yes, you didn't know. Yes, from of old your ear was not opened. For I knew that you dealt very treacherously, and were called a transgressor from the womb. For my name's sake I will defer my anger, and for my praise I hold it back for you so that I don't cut you off. Behold, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have chosen you in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake I will do it. For how would my name be profaned? I will not give my glory to another. Listen to me, O Jacob, and Israel my called. I am he. I am the first. I am also the last. Yes, my hand has laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand has spread out the heavens. When I call to them, they stand up together. Assemble yourselves, all of you, and hear. Who among them has declared these things? He whom Yahweh loves will do what he likes to Babylon, and his arm will be against the Chaldeans. I, even I, have spoken. Yes, I have called him. I have brought him, and he shall make his way prosperous. Come near to me and hear this. From the beginning I have not spoken in secret. From the time that it happened I was there. Now the Lord Yahweh has sent me with his Spirit. Yahweh, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, says, I am Yahweh your God, who teaches you to profit, who leads you by the way that you should go. Oh, that you had listened to my commandments. Then your peace would have been like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. Your offspring also would have been as the sand, and the descendants of your body like its grains. His name would not be cut off nor destroyed from before me. Leave Babylon. Flee from the Chaldeans. With the sound of joyful shouting, announce this. Tell it even to the end of the earth. Say, Yahweh has redeemed his servant Jacob. They didn't thirst when he led them through the deserts. He caused the waters to flow out of the rock for them. He also split the rock, and the waters gushed out. There is no peace, says Yahweh, for the wicked. 2 Kings 19. When King Hezekiah heard it, he tore his clothes, covered himself with sackcloth, and went into Yahweh's house. He sent Eliakim, who was over the household, Shebna the scribe, and the elders of the priests, covered with sackcloth, to Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos. They said to him, Hezekiah says, Today is a day of trouble, of rebuke, and of rejection, for the children have come to the point of birth, and there is no strength to deliver them. It may be, Yahweh, your God, will hear all the words of Rabshakeh, whom the king of Assyria, his master, has sent to defy the living God, and will rebuke the words which Yahweh, your God, has heard. Therefore lift up your prayer for the remnant that is left. So the servants of King Hezekiah came to Isaiah. Isaiah said to them, Tell your master this. Yahweh says, Don't be afraid of the words that you have heard, with which the servants of the king of Assyria have blasphemed me. Behold, I will put a spirit in him, and he will hear news, and will return to his own land. I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land. So Rabshakeh returned and found the king of Assyria warring against Libnah, for he had heard that he had departed from Lachish. When he heard it said of Tirhakah, king of Ethiopia, Behold, he has come out to fight against you, he sent messengers again to Hezekiah, saying, Tell Hezekiah, king of Judah, this, Don't let your God in whom you trust deceive you, saying, Jerusalem will not be given into the hand of the king of Assyria. Behold, you have heard what the kings of Assyria have done to all lands by destroying them utterly. Will you be delivered? Have the gods of the nations delivered them, which my fathers have destroyed? Gozan, Haran, Rezeph, and the children of Eden, who were in Telassar? Where is the king of Hamath, the king of Arpad, and the king of the city of Sepharvaim, of Hena and Ivvah? Hezekiah received the letter from the hand of the messengers and read it. Then Hezekiah went up to Yahweh's house and spread it before Yahweh. Hezekiah prayed before Yahweh and said, Yahweh, the God of Israel, who are enthroned above the cherubim, you are the God, even you alone, of all the kingdoms of the earth. You have made heaven and earth. Incline your ear, Yahweh, and hear. Open your eyes, Yahweh, and see. Hear the words of Sennacherib, which he has sent to defy the living God. Truly, Yahweh, the kings of Assyria have laid waste the nations and their lands, and have cast their gods into the fire. For they were no gods, but the work of men's hands, wood and stone. Therefore they have destroyed them. Now therefore, Yahweh our God, save us, I beg you, out of his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that you, Yahweh, are God alone. Then Isaiah the son of Amos sent to Hezekiah, saying, Yahweh, the God of Israel, says, You have prayed to me against Sennacherib, king of Assyria, and I have heard you. This is the word that Yahweh has spoken concerning him. The virgin daughter of Zion has despised you and ridiculed you. The daughter of Jerusalem has shaken her head at you. Whom have you defied and blasphemed? Against whom have you exalted your voice and lifted up your eyes on high? Against the Holy One of Israel. By your messengers you have defied the Lord, and have said, With the multitude of my chariots I have come up to the height of the mountains, to the innermost parts of Lebanon, and I will cut down its tall cedars and its choice cypress trees, and I will enter into his farthest lodging place, the forest of his fruitful field. I have dug and drunk strange waters, and I will dry up all the rivers of Egypt with the sole of my feet. Haven't you heard how I have done it long ago and formed it of ancient times? Now I have brought it to pass, that it should be yours to lay waste fortified cities into ruinous heaps. Therefore their inhabitants had little power. They were dismayed and confounded. They were like the grass of the field and like the green herb, like the grass on the housetops and like grain blasted before it has grown up. But I know you're sitting down, you're going out, you're coming in, and you're raging against me. Because of your raging against me, and because your arrogance has come up into my ears, therefore I will put my hook in your nose and my bridle in your lips, and I will turn you back by the way by which you came. This will be the sign to you. This year you will eat that which grows of itself, and in the second year that which springs from that. And in the third year sow and reap, and plant vineyards and eat their fruit. The remnant that has escaped of the house of Judah will again take root downward and bear fruit upward. For out of Jerusalem a remnant will go out, and out of Mount Zion those who shall escape. Yahweh's zeal will perform this. Therefore Yahweh says concerning the king of Assyria, he will not come to this city, nor shoot an arrow there. He will not come before it with shield, nor cast up a mound against it. He will return the same way that he came, and he will not come to this city, says Yahweh. For I will defend this city to save it, for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. That night Yahweh's angel went out and struck 185,000 in the camp of the Assyrians. When men arose early in the morning, behold, these were all dead bodies. So Sennacherib king of Assyria departed, went home, and lived at Nineveh. As he was worshipping in the house of Nisroch, his god Adramelech and Sharezer struck him with a sword, and they escaped into the land of Ararat. Esarhaddon his son reigned in his place. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we won't be afraid, though the earth changes, though the mountains are shaken into the heart of the seas, though its waters roar and are troubled, though the mountains tremble with their swelling. There is a river, the streams of which make the city of God glad, the holy place of the tents of the Most High. God is within her. She shall not be moved. God will help her at dawn. The nations raged. The kingdoms were moved. He lifted his voice, and the earth melted. Yahweh of armies is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Come, see Yahweh's works, what desolations he has made in the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the chariots in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. Yahweh of armies is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalm 80. Hear us, shepherd of Israel, you who lead Joseph like a flock. You who sit above the cherubim, shine out. Before Ephraim, Benjamin, and Manasseh, stir up your might. Come to save us. Turn us again, God. Cause your face to shine, and we will be saved. Yahweh, God of armies, how long will you be angry against the prayer of your people? You have fed them with the bread of tears and given them tears to drink in large measure. You make us a source of contention to our neighbors. Our enemies laugh among themselves. Turn us again, God of armies. Cause your face to shine, and we will be saved. You brought a vine out of Egypt. You drove out the nations and planted it. You cleared the ground for it. It took deep root and filled the land. The mountains were covered with its shadow. Its boughs were like God's cedars. It sent out its branches to the sea, its shoots to the river. Why have you broken down its walls, so that all those who pass by the way pluck it? The boar out of the wood ravages it. The wild animals of the field feed on it. Turn again, we beg you, God of armies. Look down from heaven and see and visit this vine, the stalk which your right hand planted, the branch that you made strong for yourself. It's burned with fire, it's cut down. They perish at your rebuke. Let your hand be on the man of your right hand, on the Son of Man, whom you made strong for yourself. So we will not turn away from you. Revive us, and we will call on your name. Turn us again, Yahweh God of armies. Cause your face to shine, and we will be saved. Psalm 145. I will exalt you, my God, the King. I will praise your name forever and ever. Every day I will praise you. I will extol your name forever and ever. Great is Yahweh, and greatly to be praised. His greatness is unsearchable. One generation will commend your works to another, and will declare your mighty acts. I will meditate on the glorious majesty of your honor, on your wondrous works. Men will speak of the might of your awesome acts. I will declare your greatness. They will utter the memory of your great goodness, and will sing of your righteousness. Yahweh is gracious, merciful, slow to anger, and of great loving kindness. Yahweh is good to all. His tender mercies are over all his works. All your works will give thanks to you, Yahweh. Your saints will extol you. They will speak of the glory of your kingdom and talk about your power, to make known to the sons of men his mighty acts, the glory of the majesty of his kingdom. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. Your dominion endures throughout all generations. Yahweh is faithful in all his words and loving in all his deeds. Yahweh upholds all who fall and raises up all those who are bowed down. The eyes of all wait for you. You give them their food in due season. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing. Yahweh is righteous in all his ways and gracious in all his works. Yahweh is near to all those who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. He will fulfill the desire of those who fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them. Yahweh preserves all those who love him, but he will destroy all the wicked. My mouth will speak the praise of Yahweh. Let all flesh bless his holy name forever and ever.